Hey guys, welcome back to another Flesh and Blood video. This video is proudly brought to you by the House of Cards, the official sponsor of my stream. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for all of your Flesh and Blood needs. I knew going into this matchup that Dromai versus Rhinar was going to be a grind and definitely down to the wire, but man, I don't feel like there's anything that can prepare you for that. Rhinar having access to so many poppers gives him the ability to play the game super late with you. Cards like Bloodrush Bellow also allow them to put you on the back foot, and that can be a problem. Even with that in mind, Dromai doesn't just roll over and play dead. She always kicks back. Let's find out what's better, Dargans or Poppers? And it'll feel a lot better for you as time goes on. All right, Nick rolls Scabs to start. It's a 4. So I think we'll just block 3 here. Play it safe a little bit. My wife adjusted her Azuri deck last night, went closer to a red line Azuri. How did she like it today? I was like, if she was playing it today, how did she like it? I was like, I know that, like, I like the aggro Azuri personally, but that's a very personal thing for me. I guess we'll just go ahead and pitch the Dominia here. Go ahead and create an Ash. We'll put that on the bottom, I think. I think we want to put that on the bottom. Oh, look at Carly using the emotes I worked on the other day. I mean, there's no reason, like, I couldn't play this card or block with it, which is a little awkward, but it is what it is. Hey. I guess let's not transform. I guess I could have pitched this and then activated Furnace and Arsenal this. That might have been a better play. I'm not sure. She got Bravo down to 14. First time ever seeing Bravo, and got Dory down to 4. She did great and loved it. Dude, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear it. That emote, you don't have glasses or a mustache? Curly, that emote was like a lifetime ago. I was like, that emote like actually just feels like a lifetime ago. We'll throw 7 at Nick and we'll force him to pop it here, or he's going to be forced to give us 2 cards. Anything we can do to like get poppers out of Nick's hands and Nick's deck in general is going to be very good for us. I was so proud. She got a toxicity off with an Annihilate the Armed against her Bravo matchup. Oh, wow, that's awesome. Toxicity's a really good card if you can get your attack to hit. And we'll go ahead and Arsenal this. So that seems pretty good into us. That does, it does, it does. It seems pretty good into us for sure. I mean, we can just give 6 here, I think. I think that's a perfectly reasonable play. Like, we have a fine hand. Like, I was like, this is, like, not great, but, like, it allows us to generate some Ash and set up a little bit for the late game here. So, we're not, like, putting ourselves in too bad of a spot. Oh, boy. Here we go. It's time to go racing. Okay, so Nick intimidates the sweeping blow. She got to hit twice today? Oh wow, dude, that's awesome. I was like, dude, toxicity's like a card that like most people block out. So like if she was like finding a way to like get that to hit, that's really cool actually. That's like actually a really good like interaction there. So claw for 5. So let's go ahead and play. Let's play the FaBrary here. We'll put that on the bottom. These are those are very good late game dragons. And once we've gotten like equipment out of the way and like we've gotten like a lot of poppers out of the way, like we can try to set those up for second cycle and try to make those like as disruptive as possible. So this is for 12. Nick played that very well. We weren't actually able to keep any of the cards in our hand. So we are going to have to take 8 here and go to 34. Let's go ahead and put the Ouvia into play. I think that's a pretty good line for us. We get to end with 1 Ash anyway, and we'll attack with an Ether Ashwing here. Rhinar, start your tree. That's funny. Toxicity, annihilate the arm, cut to the chase, shred. I mean, dude, so like that's the thing is like Azuri, like Assassin has access to a lot of like pumps and like kind of like debuffs like for blocks and stuff like that. So like I could definitely see there being like a really good hand where like she's able to like actually like push that through with like some pumps or like some shred effects. Like yeah, I could definitely see that being like a really solid thing that happens. Okay, so Nick has a red. He wants to pitch here. I don't know that. I'm not sure what the play is here. Might just be this, and then we block with this. And we'll put the Tomeltai on the bottom. I think that might be the play here, honestly. Let's just transform 1, and then this way we'll still have 1 left over. We're kind of in a spot where like I decided to pitch my sweeping blow, so I'm in a spot where like Ash isn't exactly like, you know, flowing and plentiful right now. So we're doing our best to try and make sure that our Ash stays in play so that we're in a good spot. I mean, that's pretty well timed. I think we can just go ahead and shuffle that in. That's fine. I was so impressed. The Bravo player was shocked it hit. I bet they were. I honestly believe they were. I like Toxicity is like one of those cards that basically just says like, oh, I have to block this thing. But like if you just get it to push through, like it's so good. Oh boy. I'm in danger. Okay, so Nick's taking his Scabskin's turn to like kind of like try and kill my Ouvia and deal with the board a little bit here, so that makes sense. I mean, this isn't a great hand, but I think we can take 2 and just put this on the bottom. Wow. That is an incredibly awkward thing to draw. Okay, so let's play Remembrance. And this is really weird. You see that Katsu/5 match today? That match was hype. So I'm going to be honest, Drew, I did not have the chance to actually watch any of Worlds today. Today was a very busy day for me. I was running around like crazy. I'm gonna catch today's Worlds tomorrow while I'm trying to watch Top 8 at the same time. So I'm gonna be like trying to catch up tomorrow as I'm trying to watch everything. I saw that there's a Katsu and 2 Fais in Top 8. I was pleasantly surprised by that. I thought that was pretty awesome. That was pretty cool to see that today, man. I'm headed off, going to see Wolf Mother tonight. Pitch, I'm going to be honest, man. I have no idea what that is, but I hope you guys have a great time seeing it. So let's go Rake. And I imagine we're just looking at an Azvolai here. We will play the Dust. The Dust is a very good card to get into play here. I hate that it doesn't have Go again, so it kind of just leaves us as a turn where we're not really like doing anything, but that's okay. We can get a little aggressive here. Like a little aggressive by like setting up. I mean, like we're not actually getting aggressive in any way, but like this is a really good setup turn for us. So we're putting like, we have 2 Ash in play now. We have our Cromai Ash for when we need it later. And then we're going to Arsenal this very good card, which is also a little bit of a setup card. But it's very good into Nick and really gives us an opportunity to really push a big turn later. So let's just go ahead and block 6 here. So there's still 2 Command and Conquers left in Nick's deck because he shuffled 2 in. So we have to be careful about those and how those pop up. So let's go ahead and leave ourselves with 1 Ash. We'll play the Passing Mirage and pass here. So again, we're doing quite a bit of setup here, trying to make sure that we're staying ahead of the curve. Keeping Nick on the back foot here. Never heard of Wolf Mother? That had a song called Woman in the early 2000s. Joker and the Thief was also super popular. Awesome modern stadium rock, but it's at a tiny venue, so it will be insane. Oh, it's a band. Oh, okay, gotcha. No, buddy, I haven't heard of them. I have to admit, Carly is the music connoisseur in our household, and she is a great music connoisseur at that. So I was like, she keeps me like, you know, cultured and up to date on like good music and what's going on and stuff like that. So I was like, she picks out all of our concerts and stuff that we go to, but dude, that's awesome. I hope you guys have a lot of fun, man. I was like, I love concerts. I love live music, so. And down goes the Passing Mirage. This is a very weird hand. Yeah, I think we'll just go ahead and set this up like this. Like, I think we'll just play the Command and Conquer here. Enjoy the games. I'll stop back by if you're still alive later. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Hope you guys have fun at your concert, dude. Because I need someone who loves me. All right. So Command and Conquer doesn't have Go again, so we're just kind of playing setup a little bit here, and then we'll Arsenal this. This hand is not bad, but I imagine this is one of those hands that we'll have to block with more than likely, so... Nick's got 5 cards in his hand, so... Probably gonna be a Blood Rush turn if I had to guess. I guess I did throw the Command and Conquer, so Nick maybe just wanted a 5-card hand. We're kind of hoping that like Nick rolls pretty aggressively and we get a little bit lucky on his rolls. Like he rolls like maybe a 1 or something here or there. And then we also need like these like 4s and like 6s and stuff like that. That stuff's going to be tough for us to contend with. But I think that's just one of the harder parts of this matchup for us. Dromai, yeah, Max, I know, man. Listen, Max, dude, I was like, you know how it is, man. The members voted on what I was playing this week, so we're sticking with Dromai, man. I was like, the tribe has spoken, as Jeff Probst would say. Take that other card, please. Take that. Oh wow, nice. That actually worked out. I mean. Man, it's good turns there. I was like, Nick taking those cards out of our hand was pretty good. I was not playing around Command and Conquer since it just popped, since we just had one like a turn or two ago. That was a pretty good play from Nick there. Let's go ahead and come in for 4 with the Ravenous Rabble here. Start to try and put some pressure on Nick, make his hands awkward here. But yeah, Max, we got Dromai today, more than likely Dromai tomorrow, and then I haven't put up my poll yet for my members on YouTube to see what they wanted to play. But I was like, I'm gonna post that poll tonight, and then we'll let everybody vote tomorrow to see what I'm gonna play next week, and then we'll kind of go from there. I'm kind of hoping people pick Dash. I was like, just because I saw that there's 2 copies of Dash in the top 8, and I kind of want to play a little bit of Dash, but we'll see what happens. I'll probably play Dash off camera regardless this week. Cadaverous Contraband. Nick pitched one of those earlier, so it's important to stay aware of that. So Nick is attacking me. Let's just go ahead and block. I think we're definitely incentivized to play the blocking game here and keep our life total as high as we can. I'm campaigning for Dash.io. Dude, I like Dash.io. Dash.io is a lot of fun. I was like, I just like she. Like, I just think that like she has like a lot of variance with the items. But was there a Dash.io in top 8? I don't think there was. There was two old school dashes in top 8, but there wasn't actually any like Dash.ios in top 8. I don't think anyway. Of course, I hit one of my 3 blues and the other 2 are already gone. What a meme. What a meme. I got a double tome turn today for 40 damage. Oh, wow. Dude, that's awesome. That's actually, like, insane. And, like, honestly, it doesn't surprise me that much. Like, Dash.io does some, like, very powerful things. Like, there's a lot of variance and, like, I just worry about her, like, ability to, like, keep the consistency where it needs to be. Oh, Nick's not going to pop. Nick wants to keep his hand here. Interesting. So this means this is definitely a Blood Rush turn. Sorry. So attack with the last Ashwing here. I clicked too many times. And then we'll go ahead and play the Dust of the Chrome Caverns here. Well, Chief called and this ain't it. Yeah. What was banished? Pitch Browsing Beatdown. Or what did he discard? A Wrecker Romp? Okay. I'm assuming that Nick had no misses there. Blitz equals fun. Blitz is a fun format, but I'm going to be honest, man. Like, Blitz is one of those formats that, like, I really try to stay away from if I can. Like, it just, like, seems like there's so many, like, I don't know, like, just getting high rolled in Blitz is just, like, kind of, like, not fun, I feel like. Like, you just kind of, like, get high rolled and, like, there's just not much you can do about it. And that's, like, not a very fun feeling. I guess we'll leave that on top. That seems like a pretty good one to have on top, especially at this point in the game. Would have loved for that to have been a Sink Below. So for 15 here, and I have no choice but to just go to 10. Which is like kind of crazy to think about, honestly. So I guess we'll just play this and set up a little bit here, and then I'll just go ahead and play the Remembrance. And we're going to go Rake the Embers, Ouvia Cromai. Okay, so he's just attacking the Passing Mirage here. No love of the ghost. Rare Magi? What? Are you talking about the Miragai there? I mean, putting Miragai back in the deck probably would have been pretty good. Especially considering I'm at 13. We definitely need some like offense here, so let's go ahead and make a few more Ashwings. Let's throw a Snatch at Nick. Okay, so Nick goes to 34. Yeah, shuffling Miragai in might have been a better option here. I don't know, considering I still have 2 in, I'm like kind of okay to just... Okay, now I'm at 11. All right, let's start attacking with Ashwings here. We have 7 Ashwings on the board, so if Nick doesn't have a popper or doesn't want to give up a popper here because he wants to keep his hand, then we'll be in a pretty good spot. Okay, so Nick gives us a Command and Conquer. And then we'll arsenal our last card here. This hand's looking pretty solid. And Nick attacks me. I think let's go ahead and play this. So let's play Chromai. We'll go ahead and target one of our Chromai dusts here. I think that's the correct play. We'll play Burn Them All. We'll Chromai at Nick for 3, 1 Arcane, and no Phantasm, which is kind of nice because Nick can't pop it because of the Chrome, because of the Cavern here. Sorry, my pet names for dragons is taking over. Max, that's hilarious, dude. That's great, man. Oh, yeah, I mean, dude, I love Miragai. Miragai's a great dragon, and like it would have been really good with his hand. This is just one I don't know. It was probably just correct. Like, so I went Cromai into Ouvia into Azvolai. I think it was probably correct just to shovel in Miragai instead of the Cromai there, or instead of the Azvolai. Probably just the correct play if I had to guess. And then we'll just start coming in with the Ashwings here. And then I'll pitch the Azvolai to Furnace here to make sure that we're keeping 3 Ash. And the next turn will probably just be killing the Chromai and then arsenaling a card if I had to guess. We'll go ahead and get rid of the Command and Conquer. Okay, so Nick's got a ready, wants to pitch. Nick's doing a good job of keeping poppers in his deck for late game. Oh no. Barraging Beatdown. I was like, is Nick trying to play offense here? Okay, he meant the claw pitching Barraging Beatdown here. Okay, gotcha. And kills the Chromai. That's a very smart play in my opinion. Let's go ahead and play Lost in Thought. We can take a Riled Up. And then after that, Nick had Riled Up, High Roller, and Blood Rush Bellows. Let's activate Furnace, and let's actually throw the Command and Conquer here. I think this is a pretty good play, because it forces Nick to decide if he wants to keep the cards in his hand, or if he wants to keep his arsenal. Maybe since I know Nick has a popper, I'm just supposed to attack with the Ashwings first, and then throw the Command and Conquer. That might have been a better play. I'm not entirely sure. That could have just been a better play for us there. Okay, so Nick blocks 6 and then passes. We'll get rid of the Snatch and the Billowing Mirage this time around. If we had a 0 or a 1 coster in our arsenal, this hand would be absolutely insane. I mean, this hand's still really good. It's just not as good as I wanted it to be. I'm curious to see if Nick throws Claw at an Ashwing here, or if he like throws Claw at me. I mean, I guess Nick could just have like a card he wants to play in his arsenal. Okay. I think we can just block 8 here. we'll actually manage to stay at 11. We'll actually get some value off of the Quicken token here, or we're going to force Nick to actually give us a popper on the first Ashwing here instead of if he wants to keep his name instead of keeping his cards. So this is for 1 and 1 Arcane. The Arcane cannot be stopped here. Nick does not have Arcane Barrier into us, so oh, I guess the Quicken token doesn't get used here because this isn't an attack, actually. Interesting. I did not realize that. Whenever you play an attack action card or attack with a weapon. Gotcha. Okay, so it is very specific, and I'm not actually doing either one of those there. Metamorph, Dustup, and Command and Conquer. Arsenal, our last card here. Okay, well, that is step 1. Activate Furnace, play Miragai, and then play Rake the Embers. So we're setting up quite a board here. So let's come in for 4 and 1 Arcane with no Phantasm because of the Miragai. Nick must have a defense reaction here. No, Nick just gives us a card. Okay. I can only assume Nick's hand is game ending if he is taking all of this. It's definitely possible to kill me from 11, but I would say not easy. This really makes me wonder if I should attack with the Miragai here if Nick wants to keep his hand this bad. I mean, I'm in a not great spot, so like maybe I need to. Maybe Nick just wants to pop the Miragai. I don't know. I'll just pass here. Where are our attack actions? Rabble, Dustup, Rabble, Billowing Mirage. And then even if we're required to block with most of our cards, given the opportunity to, we will. Nick might just go like beat down into like, or he might, honestly, Nick's hand could be beat down, tunic into Bellows, discard a card. What a great hand to keep. Yeah, Max, that was a really good hand to have to be able to keep right there. That hand was a very good one to be able to keep. Wow. Back-to-back ones is actually like insane for us. So play Kyloria. Attack with Ravenous Rabble for 4, go again. Oh yeah, Nick hitting back-to-back ones is like absolutely insane. Four, no Phantasm and an Arcane. Let's go 3 physical. Yeah, 3 physical, and we'll go ahead and make an Ashwing. And then we'll just start coming in with the Ashwings here. If Nick has a popper, he's very inclined to give us one, because if not, like... I mean, if not, like, our hand is just so good. Oh, wow, Nick does not have a popper?
Yeah, no poppers.
Wow, so you went back-to-back ones and no poppers in a hand?
Yeah, I was trying to filter my hand out.
Wow, that's absolutely insane, dude. Yeah, so I'm gonna play this, and then I have 11, 13. Yeah, I feel like Nick definitely saw the worst end of variance right there. This was a game that, like, Nick was ahead in, like, Nick was winning. Like... definitely one of those games that, like, I thought we were gonna lose, even though, like, we were technically up on cards and, like, had the, like, card advantage, card economy going for us. That was kind of nice, but at the same time, like... that game was not going well for us at all until Nick rolled a 1 in the late game. Nick rolled a 1 on a turn that allowed me to set up a Kyloria, a Miragai, and Rake the Embers to push through like 13 or 14 damage. Then, to make matters even worse, Nick turns around and rolls a 1 on the following turn. The first one gives us pretty good position and I feel like gets us back into the game, and the second one is just the nail in the coffin. From there, it was just over. Now, while I understand that Nick rolling back-to-back ones is in no way his fault, I do think there is something that has to be said about maybe the fact that Nick was rolling too much in this matchup, and he might just win the game if he rolls less and plays his hands the way they come up. If you're new to Dromai and you're going to be playing into Bravo or Rhinar or any deck that has a lot of poppers, make sure you're packing at least 1 to 2 copies of Remembrance so that you can shuffle back in those important cards for when you need them in second and third cycles. Guys, if I missed anything or you think I could have done something different, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to hear about it. If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy, guys.